Many thanks for joining us on Face to Face with Abdul today on Universal Heritage Television Niger. Today is the 27th day of June 2022, and we are presently at the premises of the International Institute for Research, Tourism and University Collaboration Foundation, Incorporated, here in Owerri. And we are here with the director of this institute, and she is Professor Mrs. Agnes Chisa Onyaba. She's a professor of resource management. Good morning, ma.
Good morning.
Okay. We're pleased to meet you.
Thank you.
Okay, so tell us more about yourself, Prof.
Yes. I was a lecturer here at Avanikuku, and later United Nations gave me a scholarship to study international trade. I worked with many chambers of commerce, and I visited 53 countries monitoring trade. All these trade fairs, trade exhibitions, trade conferences. There was one we had at Abidjan for ACP countries, and that one won me the scholarship of United Nations UNCTAD, and I went for training in Institute of Commerce in Germany and Austria. Thereafter, I started visiting many countries, the Pacific Rim countries, that is Japan, China, Korea. Right now, my people are in Korea, attending one conference for industrial development. Then I went to Israel to study their economy. I also served in Sahel. Sahel is an Israeli army organization. I served there, and then was able to collaborate with the Hebrew University of Jerusalem to come here and establish agricultural, engineering, and high-tech programs for our people, so that we'll be able to see whether we can capture and learn from other people's economy. Because nobody in this world will be willing to transfer their technology to you. You have to grab it through collaboration. Yeah. And that's what I did. And then when I came into Nigeria, I have to meet the head of state then. That's in the year 2000. I met Obasanjo, and he agreed that we do telefood. Telefood is the quickest means of producing food, kosher food, uncontaminated, that is organic food. Then we collaborated with federal government to do that, and this FAO is also in support of us. All our seminars they used to attend. Then our headquarters is stationed here in Imo, but we have a very big farm, demo farm at Epe in Lagos. We established it with Fashola, and that farm, you train people, recruit people from local governments, train them there for 2 years. Then we send them to Israel to stay there for 6 months and see how people work hard in kibbutz, earn some little peanut salary sort of, and eat well, understudy their ways of hard work and behavior. And then they come back. There's established a fund where they are giving money, I think 5 million, to go and establish in their local government one kind of agri-business. And with time, the whole place flocked with farmers and the farm products and enough food. And the people are not idle. Okay. They are gainfully employed.
Yeah. Okay. How is the government tapping into your work or your findings? How is the government? What kind of collaboration are you having with the government? How is what you're doing impacting on food production?
When we came here, our initial aim and action was to work with the universities where you find young people. We established demo farms for them. We chose Nsukka, Imo University, to establish farms for them. We did a research that earned us a national award here, which made Yaruda to come here to launch that research. That's producing ethanol from cassava. Why we chose cassava ethanol is that Nigeria, NNPC, imports 2 million liters of ethanol from South Africa. South Africa gets it from Brazil, and their cassava is yielding a higher ethanol than that of Brazil. Then South Africa we get from Brazil and then sell to Nigeria, and Nigeria spend all that money in dollars importing ethanol. Whereas we can grow cassava here, we have land more than anybody in the world, fertile land. Why don't we grow that cassava here, use our young people, grow them, and then extract the ethanol from there? Then we did all this, and they won the award at Abuja. Then Yaruda said we should establish it. The main, the first edition is at Tepe, at Womosho, the first plant.
Okay.
And that we should establish the plants all over the country. Then when he died, everything was fled. You know, Nigeria doesn't have a continuity in governance. That is their problem. Again, Nigeria has more natural resources, the best people you can find in this world. Here, the population is an asset, but they are not being used. They don't marry these two resources together. That is our problem. It's not anybody's make.
Yeah.
It's wrong how they design the curriculum of study. They don't train people to word of work. They train people theoretically to study, and they come out and roam about looking for job in the air, instead of establishing the work itself. If you watch Nigeria, there's no table they produce their salary. In Israel, you produce your salary on your table 3 times. 1/3 will be used to make this house to look as it is always like this. 1/3 is for the owner of this company, the company itself. 1/3 is for the worker. So the highest man hour in the world is in Israel. They earn higher salary per hour than any other place. Their economy is the strongest.
Yeah. Okay.
But not the largest, but the strongest.
Yeah. Okay. You've been an advocate of what I would say safe feeding or healthy feeding. Could you buttress more on this?
Yes, I came in here also. I wrote a bill and sent to the House of Assembly. They said I'm not a member of the House, so how can they work on my bill and pass it? I told them it's done outside here, it's done all over the world. So when I met with them, all of them, they said, okay, I should put it in and get somebody in the House to argue and sponsor it. I got somebody, I told you it was majority leader then. He did the bill. I spent some money for them to do the bill. Then after the bill was passed and assented to by the governor, to start the bill, operating it, we told them that to operate this bill, we will set organic farms all over the state. Because
what was the bill about?
Food safety bill.
Okay.
I went overseas and programmed it into international trade, so that people here will attend the international conference, and then the people here will also get some money to do organic agriculture, feeding right, and helping people to do things right as far as food is concerned. Because food safety has to be from farm to table. Then after doing the bill, the people in government want me to pay millions of naira to each of them before they can allow us to start operating the bill. I said the bill, we're operating partnership with government. Government should not pay kobo. We will generate the money ourselves here and pay to government part of it and pay the workers and pay ourselves. The individuals want us to spend millions on them first, and I don't have such money. If I have such money, I have a charity department of my company. I put it there and train young people. I give people scholarship, and then I will put my money where the scholarship doesn't cover necessary areas. You're a civil servant, you should be earning your money on your table. So okay. That's what is holding the bill. I wrote 11 times to the governor.
Yeah.
They didn't want the governor. When the governor saw it, he will invite me. They will do like this, and they invite me half.
Okay. So can we go into the concept of the food safety you're talking about? Are there kind of foods that we can substitute for medicine or whatever to
in fact,
live,
in fact, here we have surplus. All these trees, all these grasses, all these things you see around us, they are all food. And what is food? Food is just minerals and vitamins, and maybe some carbohydrates, water, and all those things. All those things in abundance. It's only in Nigeria you carry your bag, your casual wear to walk around throughout the day. You'll be plucking food all around you when you are hungry. If you are walking around this city, then you'll be okay at the end of the day. So everything here is food. All these leaves, roots, we have in abundance here. You don't need medicine. Remember when he created man in the Garden of Eden? There was no hospital there. Was there?
No.
No hospital. He put them in the garden. See, here I have botanical there where I'm building the spiritual house now to teach people the right spirit to develop, and then eat these things, you'll be okay. In the botanical garden, I enter there in the morning. The leaves will be greeting me. I enter the pottery, they will greet me. If you love them, they will talk to you. You will hear them. The tea you are supposed to take this morning, it may not be the one you took yesterday. They will talk to you. You pluck it and go and take it. You see, you're okay. I will be 90 in November 21st this year. I don't take medicine. I don't go to hospital. I don't have any health condition. Even though we have a longevity in my own lineage, but I think also these things are helping me, because if not, all the places I have gone in the world, because as you are going, you spend the winter, at times you have flu, you may gather anything. During the COVID, I came to the garden. Then the garden told me, the leaves told me, take me. Two of them spoke to me that day. That was this, what do you call it? In Cham, what do you call it? Scent leaf and the black pepper. He said they take me. I took the two immediately. Doctor, I put it in a boiling water. I took a cup of tea. It cooled, and I took it like that first day. The next day I took it with honey to see which one gives me more strength. So this is how I taste all the leaves. I'll be going on the road like this. A leaf will talk to me. I will pluck it and then get it to plant it. That's how I built about 500. In the other place they have taken for this our other company here, 5G.
Okay. So you did say you have traveled quite a number of countries. Can you share with us a bit of experiences in those places and what you actually went for in those countries?
Yeah, I went to monitor international trade and to see how to grab some of the technologies. I found out that nobody in the whole world is willing to let their own technology to go. And all of them want their country to be the best. They keep their technology to their chest. What you have to do is to grab it, stay with them, learn it, and grab, and come and tender it to your own environment. For instance, I went to, when I was in one island in Greece, I met a woman. They live together like this, monitoring their neighbors. Everybody is okay. If you don't have food, I will monitor them, make sure you eat. So I met one woman, her own is to do loom, and then this akwete type of thing, and then cut it and do small bags. The tourists will come and pick it. So I came there, I stayed there. There's nothing much there, not here we put it too much property. There was nothing there. I asked her, I liked what she's doing. She asked me from where. I said from Nigeria. I said Nigeria. I said yes. Have you been there? He said no. He said I must be rich to be in their country because they don't travel. We are richer than them, but they are more content than us. Then she said, I said, what of your husband? He said the husband died at the age of 116. And that was like 4 years ago. She was about 112 then. She's now 116. But she told me she won't die, but that she's stronger than the husband. The husband was doing fishery, going to the lake to gather fish.
Yes, yeah.
So she said that since the husband died, they had gotten about 4 suitors. But she doesn't want to marry them. That each time she will ask them, what will I do for you and what will you do for me? They will tell her she will have to cook for them, do cake, do that. And then she calculated the time and know that it won't give her time to do her loom work. And it's this loom that only gives her joy. But her husband used to give her that time. He rejected all of them. I said, but you will be feeling lonely. He said, no, he will do more bags. And then go around to see the neighbors. He gives her joy.
Interesting. That's beautiful. Okay, now, so with your background in UNCTAD, UNCTAD, which today is the World Trade WTO, World Trade Organization. And we have our sister, the Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, who is now the head of that institution. Before now, we didn't know we had people like you who had already, worked in such places and all that. What do you think will be the challenges she'll be having there now? And from her performance so far, do you think she's doing well?
Well, it's hard to assess her, especially from Nigeria here. It's only those people we assess. But you know that WTO is where you play the highest politics. The whole world with their own agenda. And I don't know, but I know that she would do better in that, in finance, very well. But to do much in WTO is more than just microeconomy, economics or something. It's more than that. There's a lot of politics you have to, and a lot of things come into play. I know that my director of UNCTAD, Mr. Rista, he was very, he never liked the word work. He was always struggling because the politics is too much. Okonjo-Iweala, if this country were to be a country that notices, they would have put her in CBN here, and wonders will happen, or make her minister of the, in fact, finance. Just not finance, it's more than that. At her level, she should be the governor of a CBN in a country like
Probably
this.
drive the monetary policy.
Drive the monetary, yes. That's what she could have done. Because there is not only your knowledge, a lot of politics is there. I don't know whether she's enjoying it or not. I don't know, but nobody can enjoy that. WTO is more than that, especially even the Secretary General. Have you seen them asking for second term?
Wow.
They don't. It's where the whole politics in this world rest. I was there. My director said that I look religious. That's why he didn't want to nurture me up to holding WTO Secretary General. Because when I see him, he's always he was always a very tiny, really. In fact, he didn't enjoy the war. Nobody, you know. Mm-hmm. The whole world, their politics is on your head.
Okay. All right. So are you retired now, or are you still? What are you doing now?
Well, I must say I retired, because in those days I used to travel. If you come here now, one house is packed with only boxes, traveling bags, because I will pack to different countries. So as I come in, I take another bag, run. So since I cannot travel so much like this now, I will call it retirement. But I can't just stay, because I developed the stamina too much, and to contain it now is another problem. Any day I stay here, I say I won't walk. I will just stay. It's not possible. And the next day I will be sick. When my children say, each of them will be calling me, come and stay. There's a new thing developed here. We want you to come and spend your summer. They want you. If I go, stay a week, I will be bored, sick. And to get organic food, I have to go far to look for it. The food here is better. The climate here is better.
So you prefer organic food to?
Everybody, that's what we should be taking, not fertilize all these rotten things.
So, but is it possible here with our poor agriculture and all that? Do we have enough of organic food that can,
We have more of it here now. Do people grow these things with fertilizer? All the fruits, do they?
No, because fertilizer is scarce.
This you get natural things here. At times I go to the villages. I go to your market in the village to buy things instead of here. When I go to ShopRite, the only thing I can buy there is whatever I can see locally here. I buy like pomegranate. It's not grown local here. Asparagus, I'm trying to grow it here. It's not doing well. Something like that I can buy outside. I can go to buy imported one, but it's not the best.
Okay. All right, so we want to thank you for this interview, and we hope that
one thing I want to tell you is that there is no disease. What happens is that when we lack certain minerals and vitamins in the body, then the body says, or that side, it begins to degenerate, especially the organs. So we make sure we balance all the minerals and the vitamins with which man was made, the constituents of the human body. We have to balance it always and know what we put in, because most of the things we put in, they are not poisonous. They degenerate our cells and our organs. If we got these things, we don't need to be sick. And this medicine, everybody here, you tell them you are feeling somehow, they recommend the medicine immediately for you. It's not so. Because this medicine, the white people don't take like that. What they will do is test. They test you. They say, okay, you go. Come back in 2 weeks. Hoping that by then you will be okay. They don't just rush to start giving you medicine. So this is the chemical we put inside. It's not good for us.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Professor Mrs. Agnes Chesa Onyaba Umalo.
Yes.
For speaking to us. It's been a wonderful time with
Thank
you
you.
here, and we hope to be coming back from time to time to
Okay.
tap from your large wealth of knowledge.
Okay.
Thank you for speaking
Thank
to
you.
us.